You are now tuned into the Married and Shit Podcast. Married and Shit with Drums and Netta.
Welcome back to the Married and Shit Podcast. It's your boy Drums, and we back in the building. And I'm here as usual with my host, Miss Chocolate Poppin', Melanin Dropping.
No. Chocolate
What?
Dropping.
Oh, I said it backwards?
Poppin'.
Damn, I always get that shit fucked up.
Yeah.
I always get that shit fucked up. Fuck it. What was it again?
Chocolate Dropping, Melanin Poppin'.
Exactly. Well, you say it. Here you go. You get the mic.
It's been said.
Chocolate Dropping,
Melanin Poppin'.
Melanin Poppin'. I'm the one who gave you the damn name, so I can fuck it up. I can fuck it up.
Well, no, you can't fuck up what you do.
All right. But we in the building for the next episode. I don't even know what episode this is. I done lost count. 6.
Yeah, let's keep climbing.
Or is it really 5? It's 5, technically 6. Oh, this is a fucked up count. I don't know how we're going to keep doing this the whole time.
We just on to the next.
But I want to give a shout out, of course, before we get started, Precision Hair and Nails. I said hair and nails. Where'd that come from? You do hair?
No.
We're gonna do that. I don't know where I said that
I
shit.
don't want that from.
That sound like you supposed to have some hair in that motherfucker.
Okay.
We might need to get. We might need to get a beautician in there. We might need to get a little beautician in
Speak
there.
life into my brain.
Right. Well, it might be hair and nails one day, but shout out to Precision Nail Studio.
Yes.
Our sponsor for the episode, of course. And, follow her on Facebook, like her, share it, hit up for them appointments. And,
Get them nails and toes
get them nails right, man. Y'all gotta get your trap on.
Oh, gosh. So let's introduce our guest.
All right, so you go ahead and introduce the guest.
Dun, dun, dun. So today I am excited because we have not one but 2 special guests here.
Just one.
Oh man.
I'm special.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let that handle that. So yes, our sponsor is here. The CEO of Precision Nail Studio, Miss Chanda,
So good. Hey.
and her lovely significant other, Quay.
What up,
So
what
we're glad to have another black wonderful couple join us, and they doing their thing. So
I've been knowing Quay since high school, by the way. So
Yes, sir.
go back,
Go
all
way
the
back.
y'all go way back.
Way back.
Before the hands of time.
Already.
Well, I didn't meet Quay back then, so I think
We're very fortunate.
Yeah, y'all don't know that Quay.
Yeah.
But through just meeting other wonderful black people, especially couples, we have united with another one. So we're glad to have y'all here. We love black couples.
We're glad to be
I
here.
mean, give y'all applause. My bad. I'm slow on the sound effects.
Yeah, get your board going. Was that the kids' yay?
No, it wasn't the yay. It was the applause.
Oh, okay. So, what do we want to get in today? I feel like,
I don't know. Y'all want to bring a topic first? Y'all want to swap topics?
we're going to give you guys the floor. Is there anything you want to start out with?
Start out with
I have no idea.
You want to give
Well-
me a phone number, get them nails done?
615-668-1880. Go to Precision Nail Studio on Facebook or go to Precision Nail _studio on Instagram, and you can text me for your appointments. But appointments and slots fill up really fast, so don't be slacking about it.
Yes, black folks. We
And
wait till the last minute.
Hopefully starting to get warm outside, so these ladies is really trying to get in there.
Yes. Well, thank you for that. So
I'm
y'all
trying to
go
get in
check
there
out.
too. I need my toes done.
Yeah, he was scratching me last
Do you have
night.
men come to the studio?
Yeah,
Do
like,
they?
yeah.
I recommend for dudes to get their feet done. I mean, there ain't no homo about it. I don't know if y'all dudes ain't big on getting your feet done, man. But it's what's up, man.
You should definitely do it once a month.
Get mine done.
I want to put it out there, but
But that's the thing, like a lot of men think that
not professional.
Yeah,
especially like if you like guys who play sports and stuff, bad feet and stuff. I mean, it's,
That's it.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's good to get it. It's good to get it.
Most men think that it's.
what's the word?
I'm trying to use the proper term.
Yeah.
Yes.
Homophobic. She like,
You
let's
said
dance
it, not
around.
me.
You said it, but you were thinking.
So,
Right, man.
that's why they don't come. But I just feel like getting a pedicure is a part of hygiene. So just like you
Taking care of yourself.
wash your ass in the morning, you need to get your toes done.
That's true, because I don't think women like them rusty, hard.
No, like
feet.
in bed, like it
Yes.
hurts.
Your voice kind of soft. You might have to keep it to the mic a little bit more.
Speaking to the mic like that.
I can actually push it. Yeah, there you go.
I got a radio voice, ladies.
Right, it's the Quiet Storm with Chanda.
Right.
Call
But
1-800.
Sound like that on the commercial 3:00 in the morning.
No, like remember when Chatline was a
Now,
Call me.
But when Chatline was a thing, like that's what I was always told. Like, dang
You
girl,
sound like
that
one of
was
the boys.
sexy. Like,
You should have took advantage of that girl.
Everybody was on
I ain't
Chatline.
no good on Chatline.
Yes, you was. You little thought.
Yeah.
Ooh, thought.
No niggas
I've been on chat line.
No niggas on chat line.
Yeah, I was on chat line.
You was on Chatline too?
Everybody.
So you call the girls?
Nah, it's like a
Like
big
you
room.
just-
It's like a room.
big old room.
Back then, it was like you was like
Everybody
4
in one big
rooms.
room on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy though. Yeah,
It sounds irrational. Really
Like a
thinking
lot of
about
people
it now.
on the phone, just everybody just talking.
Having their own individual conversations, but you're in a room with a group full of people.
You could get it like I guess
Private, you could, yeah.
But, you know,
But everybody's on the
Yeah,
phone.
just like on the internet.
Talking.
That
About
was
what?
great.
Like a big
That
old
was- that
group
was so
chat
long ago.
over the phone.
nigga be freestyles going
See,
on.
Man, all
Oh my
type
God.
of stuff.
Beefs.
Beefs
People
and
be
everything.
beefing. Like one chat line, it would have like you can go to
South
the
side,
south
east
side.
side.
east
Yeah.
side.
I remember something similar to that. Yeah. Oh wow, we come a long way.
Yeah, we old.
We
Now
old
it's
as
well,
hell.
never mind. I'll speak on that, but I may even think about something totally different. So, but yeah, wow. Okay. Well, so men, make sure you call Precision, get them feet right.
Please do. He doesn't care.
You have to do like me. I keep my socks on.
Yeah, because you be tearing them motherfucker. Not really with your feet. It's your feet, but I think you just got big feet. You step on my toes a lot. It ain't necessarily like your feet hurt like your toes. You just
Baby, your feet hurt.
be crushing my toes.
Yeah, you probably do.
They
Shit.
really do. I felt like last night, like you were like
Well, baby,
an
you gotta
eagle,
do them. You gotta
like an
get
eagle.
them right
You
there.
clawed into my
You gotta
skin,
get them right.
and I thought that I felt like my life was ending right in that
Well, it's
moment.
Oh.
cool. It's cool. You gonna chop them down tonight
You may be working overtime.
So,
Like,
for the free 99.
That does not apply to anybody else.
Right. Don't be putting that out.
Besides these gifts.
Right.
right. Like, let me go to get this
Speaking
service.
of ladies and gentlemen, because I feel like we geared it a lot towards the ladies, but ladies and gents, if you go to my Facebook page, which is Precision Nail Studio, and if you also go to the podcast Married and Shit, if you go to that page, like it, share it, comment #nails with your nail emoji, either one or both, whichever one you want to do. And that does enter you into the contest to win a $60 gift card of services
$60
at my spot. $60. I can tell you right now what $60 can
Man, you
get
ain't
you.
got a thirst trap this week.
Not 58, not 59, 99, but 60.
$60 can get you a
A lot.
pedicure and a gel manicure.
Ooh.
The standard one.
Okay.
For $60. So just imagine you going on date night or you wherever you're going to hang out with the girls. You can come and get yourself right for a $60 value.
Yes.
So
You know we like free stuff.
Right? Especially
Like,
when it comes to getting pampered and taken care of. Like, so go like our pages, go share our pages, and comment. And I'm pretty sure Dedrick will do our steps.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Gonna get you in there.
But we're learning.
Just follow instructions.
We're learning.
You ain't reading.
Yeah, that's one thing we discovered over the past few days is that, and it may be outside our culture, but I know for sure in our culture, black folks just do not read.
No, we skim.
We are selective readers and listeners.
We're seeing like, share, boom, that's it.
Free. They saw free.
Free, like, share. Ooh, I ain't reading the rest of this. I'm just going like, they didn't even read it.
But I learned for myself though. I was like, if it really did take reading to save our lives, like, I was like, we will be gone.
Yeah.
Like through. So yeah, it was kind of a joking matter, but I think seriously we kind of take reading for granted. Y'all remember, I don't know, in school, I think in high school I actually can remember we would have quote unquote tests, but the tests, the point is to get you to read directions. And the directions, if you read the directions, it was like, do not write, do not put your name, just read directions and you're done. Yeah. But then you see some people over there working because they didn't read the directions. So folks be in the class laughing like, and I'm looking like, why folks laughing? Because they didn't read the directions. So they writing their name and doing the work. And then at the end of the day, it was just a lesson like, you didn't have to do nothing if you read directions. So that, I don't know, I just really want to point that out because even though it was a joking matter about the contest we're doing, it really proved the point that we don't really read and thoroughly. Yeah. So we need to get better at that. We do. Yeah. But I guess right now, since we're in springtime and I feel like it's getting into the wedding season a little bit, a lot of things going on. So I just kind of want to briefly touch on the wedding topic deeply because I think in today's society we do a lot of traditional stuff, some stuff we pass along that we may need to rethink, but I want to talk about wedding season because I feel like now I am running into people who have different views on marriage and specifically wedding, because when I grew up, I don't think I really got that Cinderella wedding speech, like, the man asks your dad and they propose and you come up with this big dream wedding and it's all about you guys come together. But I think it may have been deeper generations ago, but I think now it has kind of become more about a show. And and this is personally, and I've come across people who have been stressed, like women are stressed because they may want this big wedding, but they're stressed because they're like, they want it to be really big and make sure people are satisfied more than themselves. So they feel like they have to come. Stressing the men out too. It's stressing the men out, definitely. So
competition, try to compete with one another.
With everything, the ring, the wedding.
Going right into it. Yeah. So I just want to talk about that. And I'll start off. Like I said, I didn't really been introduced into like this big, like I said, the proposal, how it's supposed to go. But I knew that, my dad would want to approve of the guy. But then as I got older, I realized I didn't really want a big wedding. Like, I felt like it was too much of the show. And I'm not against it, but the stress it can put on someone and the guy, I was like, I don't know. But what are y'all opinions as far as just us being kind of like millennials and
as far as that, I still believe in a traditional way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the man should, you know what I'm saying? Of course, go to your father, ask, for your hand in marriage or whatever, and go upon it that way, and the old traditional way. You know what I'm saying? I'm really big on that, real big. So you know.
Is that only if like she got like her parents together? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if her daddy ain't really like, you know what I'm saying?
In her life?
Yeah.
I might go by this way.
She could have a stepdad, so that would,
whoever that male.
Is in her life at the time. So
Me personally,
because you always want to get the approval of the parents.
That's pretty much for me. I think the only thing traditional.
What if the parents don't like your ass?
Then they don't get that far. Then
what you doing? You still gonna ask?
It's a wrap.
You still gonna ask?
You are, but I personally like. I would want you to talk to my dad, and my parents aren't together, and my mom and stepdad, because those three are pretty much. They're very prime heavy influences in my life, so I would want
their approval and to welcome somebody into our family,
and not even like, I don't know if it's necessarily their approval, but it's just like, okay, yeah, like I guess it is approval, but it's just like, really kind of
get them to feel it out.
I definitely absolutely will hand my baby off to you. Like, yeah.
I feel you. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't do it.
I was up here thinking like,
I ain't do that. No, I ain't do that.
So how y'all go about it?
I don't know, like, I think we stayed together so long, it was like, when y'all gonna get married? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even, I didn't need no approval no more. Like, I had been around so long.
You knew that they
exactly. It was like, they started asking, so y'all planning on getting married?
That's how we coming up on, because we're in our third year, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's been times her dad, you know what I'm saying, kind of when y'all gonna get married, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So it ain't even really, you ain't even got to really ask. Like, they gonna be happy when they find out. They gonna be like, oh shit.
So it's already in the it's already
like whenever they get the phone call, they gonna be like,
it's in the bag.
Like, it's what I've been waiting on.
Yeah. Then when you got kids involved and you still together, they're definitely like, okay, so what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
You done already put in that work.
For sure.
And shacking up. That's how my mama.
Oh, yeah. The shacking up. Yeah, we had some.
Shit, I feel like it ain't no other way to go, man.
That was
It's about the best way to go.
I don't think
like soon as possible, but I don't think immediately.
I'm 50-50 with it. Like with the shacking up and not shacking up. Like, I get why you shouldn't, but then it is so necessary.
It is
somewhat.
And I think I felt that.
You don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you gotta
like their mannerisms, like how they live, how they wake up,
being committed forever.
Yeah. That brings us back to the wedding. You spent all that damn money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mary J gonna last 3 months.
You don't even know that this motherfucker leave his drawers all over.
You feel me?
All over this place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know. Like,
Mike got some weird.
You might spend the night over there, so you might know something like that.
Just a little bit.
But you might not really
when
know
you're spending
everything.
The night, like you still make sure that you. Me and my best friend, we call it your representative.
Okay.
You make sure that your representative is at the forefront. Like, you make sure that you put the toilet seat down. You make sure that you wipe that beard hair up in the sink. You let
that down. You let that down when you move in.
You making sure you're still doing all of that stuff.
It's a presentation.
But then once you get comfortable with that person, then that's when it really
right. So you need to know. Can you handle the nigga's beard?
Can you handle
the toilet seat being up? Because
see, I'm glad I didn't have the toilet seat.
Can you handle that a nigga don't like putting the toilet paper on the boat?
Bother me. Like, he leaves the toilet seat up, but my mom had always taught me to pick and choose your battles.
Yes, you have to.
So if the toilet seat is up,
I leave the toilet seat up for her.
Not all the time, but sometimes, and but still, I just put it down. Like, it is so much easier to put it down.
may be, you know, how we do our thing. They may be like, well, damn, I gotta lift it up. Because if you look at it in their perspective.
Right. It's an inconvenience to them just as much as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I'm just like, okay, when I wake up or if I'm waking up in the middle of the night, like, I just have the common decency to turn the light on. I'm not going to try to take a piss, pee, whatever, with the light off in hopes that the toilet seat is down. Like, I'm not gonna do it.
If it take a swim,
I'm just going to turn the light on and
do what you
put
gotta
it
do.
there. Like, it's just, it's not
take
worth
a
an
wash up.
argument for me. But as far as like the wedding thing, like, I personally wouldn't. I don't want a wedding. I don't want a wedding. I don't want a big ring. I don't want a fancy proposal. Just talk to my parents and involve my children. That's it. Like, it doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be this big show, because for me, it's just, you lose sight of the true union and meaning of a marriage when you're trying to involve other people, because I've seen proposals where you've had all these people, and then you're not, those people that you had involved aren't even in your life on a constant regular
they ready
basis.
to see that shit face.
They're
They're
watching you
Right.
and just like, he did that big old proposal and got that girl that big old ring. It ain't gonna last.
I know he just fucked so and so the other day.
Like the black community, we thrive on failure. We thrive to see we thrive to see each other fall at some point.
Yeah,
So
we love to see that.
Yeah,
that's all we like to see.
Like, the more intimate, the better for me.
Yeah.
It just.
I think we agree with that.
Distractions. I do too.
Because
And
we didn't have no wedding.
No, we didn't.
You know what I mean? We did it. We just got married at my mama's house.
Yeah.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real small. Just, we didn't even tell all our family. Like, because it just really, we didn't feel like it needed to be that big.
Yeah.
True.
Like, we just want to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Do what we had to do, and we just want to be married. We didn't want the show.
Because it got to the point where it was like, well, I want this to happen, but then we was like, we got to go through this, and this. And I was like, man, I just want to be married. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. But
And that's
You
how
ain't
it
feel
should
like the
be,
money,
though.
all that loan and
Yeah.
take it, or just trying to save up all that
But it was-
thousands of dollars to spend on this one moment.
this
And
one
then you got to
moment.
go back to
And
work
people
and
say-
And
try
you're
to.
not going to remember.
No.
You're gonna
Yeah.
say, "Dang, Sally was there. You came to my wedding."
Man.
You're not even gonna know half the
Like, but I
people
have
that
to
were
handle
there.
this?
No,
Like,
not
Right.
good.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I think, you know what I mean, just to spend on, you know, that. But you know, to each his own. I mean, people, you know, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
there's
not
There's
knocking
nothing wrong
I'm
with
not
it.
knocking it. I
Yeah.
just don't want people to use that as a measurement of them coming together. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, you didn't propose to me like this, or
Right,
well,
don't
I didn't
compare
get this,
it,
or
yeah,
the ring
get
this.
to
Don't
compare.
use those to
And
block
I think
a
that's
true
what
connection, like you were saying.
I
You
think
know,
that's what the issue come in. When people get to comparing, like
Exactly.
you start looking at these ways on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
it's
You start looking on Facebook.
hard not to compare.
It
though.
is, I mean,
Like, I'm gonna tell you why it's so hard, because social media is it's the devil's advocate.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's the best way that I can, because you see all your friends that you're on your social media friends. I'm not gonna say they're your real friends, but
Right.
you know, this girl was with this guy for 1 year and they got engaged. And this girl has been with this guy for 7 years and they're still not engaged. Like, you start to compare those simple situations and be like, dang, what was I doing wrong for me not to get, you know,
basing your situation on there. It's like, that's two different things.
when weddings and stuff get posted, you're like, I ain't gonna have my wedding like that. It's gonna be like this. And, it's social media. It's the devil.
Yeah, it's influencing. Like, you gotta definitely control that, because you get to comparing, like, you drive yourself crazy with that shit.
Yeah,
You can't do it. Like, you gotta live your life, and that you might have to limit yourself. Like, if you find yourself comparing all the damn time, like, damn, I want to be like this, and Like if that shit killing your self-esteem,
what you
like you need to get off that motherfucker.
That self-reflection. I think that's what's hard for us, is for us to really judge ourselves, because we are so quick to easily judge others, even unintentionally. You know, it's like, and it's like, where does that come from? That we can't do things, you know, and not feel like we have to look down or not support. You know, where does that come from? How do we change that? And I think one thing is just perspectives. Whether you're getting married, whether men getting their feet done, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at different perspectives and knowing how to pick your battles with different things. So, but I just had to bring up the dream wedding because, you know, I'm surrounded with a lot of couples and stuff, and people dating and people single trying to be with somebody, and maybe people married and they out here fucking off. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of just shit that's screwed up.
That might be keeping people from getting married. Like, just like, man, how am I gonna get this wedding? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or
this ring.
How am I gonna get this ring done? Like, I just like, man, just forget all that. Just get married. Do what you want to do. Like, like, why are you letting that shit control your life? Like, how you gonna let that tell you that you can't do something? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna like let anything tell you can't do something?
I don't be real. You get married. I don't like rings. I don't gotta have a ring. I put her name around, tattoo her name around my arm.
It's a lie. He is not finna tattoo nobody's name.
I did.
It's just lie.
One tattoo, but something. A band like one of those rubber, like the rubber band rings. You know what I'm saying?
You could get a black ring.
Yeah, like something like that.
Look black.
That's what I would want. Like, give me this. I would just want a blinged out ring, like a band, not a ring, but a band that just has diamonds all around it. Like, I don't need a rock or anything like that. I could just give me a band, a blingy band.
That's why I told him. I said, actually, I'm not. You do what you want to do. I'm not a diamond girl, but because I'm a girl, like girls love diamonds. That's a diamond's girl's best friend, whatever. And I'm like, oh, diamonds are cool. That would be nice, but I don't have to have that. So when it came to us kind of getting to that point of searching, I guess you took to the store and everything, I was just really like, you pick it, because I have to wear what I'm with you. True. So if you got to pick the ring, you pick what you like. So I'm like, hey, we'll see what you gonna bring to the table. I ain't want to put no pressure on it, because whatever he did,
I'm scared. I'm terrified. Because he's so much more flashier than I am, and that terrifies me.
Quite motherfucking nitty.
Like, what is he about to bring?
Nah, man. I mean, I'll be simple. You know what I'm saying? I already know what you like anyway, so I already know what it is. Yeah.
Even if it involves what he like, he knows.
I would appreciate it either way, but I would still be terrified. I think it's more so because I'm such an introvert that I don't like attention, and I know what a huge ring brings. It brings attention, and that just I start to tense up. I'm like, oh my God, please get away from me. Yeah. Like, even with nails, like, oh my God, girl, you do nails? I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me?
I feel you though. I feel you, because are we good on time, babe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just looking at the levels, we can take a break though.
Yeah, cause I need to pull up.
Okay.
Man, so we might need to take a little break right quick, man. We're gonna run a song. I don't even know what song I'm gonna run yet, but we're gonna run a song. Run a little message from the sponsor real quick, and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Yep. Married and shit.
Okay, ladies, now we can be picky when it comes to our beauty, whether we're looking for a beautician, makeup artist, or nail stylist. So I am here to solve the struggle in your search for a great natural nail stylist. Precision Nail Studio is located inside the Salon Suites in the Nashville area, 5333 Hickory Hollow Lane, Suite 129 in Antioch, Tennessee. They specialize in growing and maintaining healthy natural nails. Whether you're looking for a trendy, exotic, or a simple and stylish look for your nails, Precision Nail Studio does it all. Like them on Facebook and check out samples of their exclusive and custom nail designs. Book your appointment or text for availability at 615-668-1880. That's 615-668-1880.
Fuck is you talking about? Like, what the fuck, dog? Like, I really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Really gotta live this, breathe this, be this. Prayed up to my days up. Blessings on blessings, like, yeah. I'm on a path. I'm in my God body, nigga, do the math. And I take a bath in the water. I know I am the daughter of the river of the moon, blessed by ocean. And bittersweet is coming soon. You can cop that shit on iTunes or P-Vice at noon. I'm focused. Everything will manifest because I wrote it. I'm hella sweet because I spoke it. Notice I am the sugar, honey, iced tea. You fake niggas is fructose, you high C. I'ma be a high priest. You can be a hype beast. Keep fighting yourself if you want to. I'ma keep it humble. He called me his bumble. Stay buzzing up my feed, calling me his queen bee. I'm like, chill, little homie. I'm just trying to preach this the gospel. He like, boo, I got you. I know you a queen. I'm just trying to tune my chakras like. I be in the crib with my feet up. You be moving slow, need to speed up. I got holy powers like I'm Jesus. Born out of sweetness, I be the sweetness. Since the infant man, I knew I was the shit. Great grandma died of Alzheimer's, but she knew the kid. Only 2 years old, standing by her at the bed. First time meeting, but she reached out for my head. On my birthday, I died, but I came back from the dead. 4-pound baby, hella tubes inside my head. Told them now I'm here to stay. Ain't no word, I'm here to save. Many roads I have to pave, and my gift is that I'm brave. Don't you ever disrespect my God body. Whatever beef you got for you and God, it ain't by me. You a copy and I'm the OG. Stay low key, keep a blessing on me. I be in the crib with my feet up. You be moving slow, need to speed up. I got holy powers like I'm Jesus. Born out of sweetness, I be the sweet. I be in the crib with my feet up. You be moving slow, need to speed up. I got holy powers like I'm Jesus. Born out of sweetness, I be the sweet.
No, I'm sure. Bittersweet 2018. Niggas ain't ready for the sweetness.
And now the Married and Shit Podcast with Drums and Netta.
All right, we back. God damn it.
We
From
back.
the break, cups is filled.
Refreshed. I'm
You know what I'm
scared.
saying?
Yeah, man.
The refill is happening, and we back for the second half of the show. Hope y'all enjoyed that. And so what we was actually talking during the damn intermission, we was like, shit, we should have just been having the mics on. We losing good content. Like, we bullshit.
That's what we do.
So we still kind of new at this podcast shit. We getting it going though. So we back on track now. The mics is hot. So
Already.
what was we talking about?
We was talking about some of everything, like Amazon versus Walmart.
Things
Yeah.
that are taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Toys R Us closing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked about like all of that shit.
And it started from Chuck E. Cheese.
It sure did.
Talk about
Chuck E. Cheese was the beginning of the damn conversation.
Chuck E. Cheese. I know.
Chuck E.
boy.
Cheese got
As
us
a parent,
beat.
I know.
Alright.
I know y'all can't stand Chuck E. Cheese.
No,
I can't stand it either.
I cannot.
They ripping parents off.
But like I said, I went to Chuck E. Cheese today with 2 of my daughters, and everybody in there was shitty.
I mean, I had to take a look at myself in the mirror and wonder if I belonged in
I
them.
bet they wasn't shitty like Quay Knitted.
Oh my God.
Because Quay Knitted stay shitty. No, I just had to get that out.
I'm gonna put a beat on. Put a beat on in a minute.
This mic for to take me back.
Man, I already know. I'm gonna put a beat on. I can tell he ready to get it. He ready to get it in.
Get on my mic.
I think that's what basically started it off. Like kids are just raised so differently now, which contributes to part of the reason why Toys R Us and Babies R Us and stuff like that is closing, because you know, I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah, of course we
babysitting our kids. You're not babysitting, but you know, occupying your kids' time with a tablet or a phone.
Yeah,
kids are real big on electronics.
Yeah.
They do not play with toys like that, man. No, back in the day, how
we used to go outside.
Outside was just,
you had no choice,
and you needed some toys to go outside. You can't,
really didn't need no toys to go outside. I mean, give me a stick.
Well, yeah, you could, but at a certain age, nigga, you needed a bike or you know what I'm saying, or a baseball, a basketball,
a chalk and a ball, four square. We gonna make something out of something, bro.
Exactly.
Like, for real. Like nowadays, kids that don't know.
Man, even inside, we had toys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Games, though, like systems.
Yeah, but
we still value being outside.
Yeah,
though,
more
than just like.
Inside, man, like outside was everything to me growing up.
Do you remember too growing up, like playing outside, and your parents trusted the neighbors? Like,
of course,
you just be out there running.
We lived in a really big subdivision, but it was like a small little circle inside of a subdivision, and literally, like all of the parents knew each other, and so. If I got locked out of the house, I could go across the street and get the spare key to get in the house. Yep. But my parents trusted that nothing would ever come up missing, or or anything like that, or that anything would happen. Like
that was the emergency contact.
Yeah, like I couldn't tell you what my neighbor's name is currently or in the past. You for damn sure ain't never gonna get a key to my house, and you for damn sure will never be able to keep an eye on none of my kids. It's just times are so different.
It's true, and we see a big change in such a short time. You know, and our parents and their parents probably see these big changes, but I mean that's true. There's something but yeah, the times. I was looking at what was the article you sent me, babe?
A lot. That's crazy.
About like how technology
was turning them into junkies.
I thought that was so crazy because these kids are getting so addicted to these devices that they're temper tantrums and it's just that's just what they want as rewards now, just these games. But the article was just talking about the addiction to that is like similar to like a brain would be on heroin or cocaine or something like that. That's the addiction over time, and that's just I just think
it's not a game. It is a game, but it ain't a game.
Yeah, it's crazy because when we just moved and we didn't have Wi-Fi. And
oh man, they were going through withdrawal. Y'all was over there scratching.
He was going through withdrawal, but
I don't think I was cool.
It was horrible.
Oh yeah, I mean, you need it for the PS4
He said, I can't go without internet for 5 days because that's the first day that they could come. I said, what? He was like, I need it. I said, need it?
2K18.
He was over there twacked out on the PlayStation.
Whoever want that business at 2K18 need a badass. Get at my PS4.
Oh, he ready.
But my
youngest calling out.
It was bad. Like my youngest daughter was like, "We don't have internet. Why don't we have internet?" I'm like, "Cause internet doesn't
exactly. They act like they lost oxygen. They're like, we don't have air.
You gotta wait.
I can breathe."
So the beginning of the move was so miserable because we got cable.
Y'all can't even talk it.
No nobody cared. Nobody cared that we had cable. They wanted internet.
Right. And cable could go.
Oh.
Cable could get everybody's ass right now.
And I'm like, what do you need the internet for? She's like, so I can go on YouTube. What do you want to watch on YouTube? I want to watch such and such go to Disneyland. I'm like, so you want to get on YouTube to watch somebody else take a family trip to Disneyland? Does that even make sense?
Look, they dreaming.
Hell yeah.
They on YouTube looking at how to live. They're like, man, I can't wait.
Can we do that and that?
I can't wait. I can't wait till I get that toy. I can't wait till I go there. Like, they looking at toys
But on
and
YouTube,
everything.
they watch other kids play with toys.
All the time.
Play-Doh.
They coming out with this. I'm like, I bet.
You remember that? What was it? Not a Lego setup. What was the setup? Was it? It was something with the car. I don't know. Something DJ like.
Looking at all type of
that
toys.
shit
Be all type of Google baby. What do you call it? Whatever. Man.
This Minecraft or what is robot
Yeah, they on all that now. Minecraft.
Google guy, whatever.
That's what turning them into cracks. You know, little crack gamers right there. Is that like the Minecraft and the Roblox?
Roblox. That's what it is.
Roblox.
I'm so tired of Roblox.
You got to watch them on that. Yeah.
Delete Roblox, and I had to delete.
What is that?
Man.
Get that on the PS4.
I had to delete Musically too.
Oh, the app where you dance to the
I
music.
don't. My daughter, my middle daughter,
Making a
is the
bunch of
one who has a
videos.
cell phone.
My niece is named got
She's
that.
not allowed to have Musically on her phone, so she feels like a lot of the time she feels like she's the odd man out all the time. But nah, because anybody can look at it.
So what is it?
And
Like
people,
kids,
You
like
make a little music video.
but other songs they dance to. You know how they dance.
But what parents and people don't know is that anybody can see the video and anybody can reach out or chat with that person who's on the video. So that's when it becomes to a point where like, it's a huge issue.
It's
like
an issue right now.
the internet has become a way for predators to thrive.
Like
And that's the thing with Roblox and Minecraft
like,
too.
Is it live or is it recorded? It's live.
It's recorded.
It's recorded.
Yeah, it's like Snapchat, but you know anybody can follow you pretty much. So you don't really.
Yeah, that's too open.
Yeah,
that's too of a opportunity.
Yeah.
I wish a motherfucker would come from mine. Chitty chitty bang bang. Man.
You better be aware of these moves.
Like if you don't monitor, how are you to know? You know. Like,
so what should parents be doing, like to, you know, not dispute, you know, to avoid or at least prepare, you know, in a way to avoid certain things like that.
For me, I'm nosy as hell. That's number one, and then two, I'm not lazy when it comes to my kids. So I check everything. I monitor everything. I'm not in no hurry for you to grow up. So just because this person got a Facebook and this person has an Instagram and this person has Snapchat, that's not you. We've already discussed what the age limit is for you to have these things in my house, and the rules stand. So it's not up for debate. Like, no, none of my kids come to me and say, well, Susie has Snapchat or such and such and such and such. It's not up for debate. Like, if you just make stuff non-debatable and understand that you have to allow your kid to be a kid and not fit in or to be cool, it's just, I mean, I feel like that's the easiest way for you to protect your child is for you to allow them to be a child. Like, why is a 8 to 10-year-old on social media? Why? Yeah. What's the point?
So do you check their phone? Like, they have a phone, so what do you do? Like, get their phone and kind of go through it every now and then?
I want to know who you talking to, who's texting you, who's calling you, who your friends are in your class. I go through text messages, I go through call logs, FaceTime logs, all of that. Okay. Matter of fact, because my daughter has an iPhone, she can't even pull up Safari.
She lock it up like that.
She can't even get on the
them
internet.
tips.
So yeah, we're gonna have to. These things we need to be sharing.
Yeah,
Like what you
can't
doing?
even have an app that is over your age limit.
Yeah, you can set those restrictions and stuff like that.
Games and you don't even know the code.
And you know the code too.
At the house, TV turns off at 8:00.
Yeah. Restrictions.
What you want to do? You want to read a book? You want to write? You want to play with each other till 9 till it's bedtime? Fine with me. But after a certain time, you gotta let your kid be a kid. Like I think that's the one problem in this generation. Like with these young parents is they want to be their kids' friends, or they're too lazy that they want to do their own thing, that they're not being parents. And this is how, like, that's how these little girls are being grown way before they should be.
That's true. It's like a merge with the millennials and you know, what was the Generation Z you was talking about. It's kind of like, you know, we doing the same thing, because I be looking at how quick Adrian pick up stuff. I be like, dang, you know, they pick up quick, and if you get to a certain age, it's like the mother and the child, or the dad and the son is too close or battling, you know, certain things where they both I don't know, it's just sometimes you don't really put your foot down like you're supposed to, because it be some people parents like, man, when we used to raise kids, you know, we used to do way more than this.
Man, do you remember being a kid and just say your parents had company over? Do you remember being told that you could not even be in there? Don't let no grown folks you be having no conversation. Man, if my mama had some company over, you better not even come downstairs, and if you're getting something to drink, you better make it quick. Like, there were boundaries. That's what it is. You're talking. You're having grown folk conversation in front of your kids. You're having, and they're.
They show listening.
Exactly.
Man, kids are like sponges.
They watching everything.
What you talking about? Or you watching a video on your phone and your kid want to be all up in the mix. Shoot, my youngest daughter, like, she got it real bad. I be like,
excuse me?
Like, back.
Yep.
Like, or if you watching my mouth, you need to go. Stay in a child's place. You need to stay out of grown folks' business. Like that. People don't do that no more.
It's true. We don't have those boundaries.
Happened. I don't know what happened, man. Like, we didn't just let the kids just, you know, grow up way too fast. I mean, to a certain extent, the world is kind of like crazy. So over sheltering ain't gonna help neither. But you definitely gotta have a real fine line, like, on what you gonna allow your kid to deal with and what you ain't gonna allow them to deal with.
It's a balance.
You gotta have that balance, you know what I mean? Because it's you got them ones that eventually they go off to college and they wild the fuck out. They couldn't do nothing. Because they couldn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So you got them type. You gotta watch that too. You can't overdo it. You know what I mean?
It has to be.
You gotta have that
find that happy medium.
If they run into something, then we gotta figure out how to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna run into it eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'd rather us deal with it than you just go off and do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I just feel like too, like, even with like kids who have their parents in separate households. I remember growing up, my parents divorced when I was like 10. Well, they split up when I was 10. And one of the worst parenting things that my mom did was she dogged my dad out in front of me. To me. And because she was hurt.
That's right.
Which
she could go to.
I never understood it at the time, but when I got older, I just have said, if I ever have kids, I'm never ever talking about their dad to them, like, ever. I'm never gonna do it, because I saw what type of imprint that put on me. Like, I went a year or two without ever talking to my dad because of what my mama told me.
She was the
never
influence
even
on your
listening
relationship.
to my dad's side. You know, there's three sides to every story.
Exactly.
So I never listened. I just listened to what mom said. So now, having kids of my own, and you know, they're having a dad that is not in the house. Like, I have never ever said one negative thing about their dad in front of them. And I have been pissed off. Yeah. And I have seen how the difference how my kids are with their dad versus how I was with mine. Like, my kids right now, it's their dad weekend. And it's the dumbest reason why he didn't get them. But they don't know that. To them,
you don't let them experience that.
Nah, never.
And that's smart because it's very important, because you can really you want to at least give the opportunity, and you want to at least be able to separate your adult issues and the child and the parent issues. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to combine. You don't want to, put that your feelings on your child because how you feel about the other person. And that's one thing my mom tried to do, because my mama and my dad divorced, and I kind of know her side and I kind of know my dad's side, but he was hurt, she was hurt, but one thing I can tell my mom tried to do was not to dog him out. But I still had a separation because you go with your mama. You know what I'm saying? You go with your mama, but it's really important as Black women, I feel, to learn how to provide different perspectives on Black men, because the world, the social media, the mass media, the government, they are already providing a certain, portraying our Black men in certain ways that they already have that war. And then when Black women put a whole nother war on them, it's like, you kind of got to imagine, it's hard to feel what it's like to be a Black man, because it's fucking emotional, because that's their liquor. I felt it. But it's just, and the reason why it's emotional is because as a Black woman, we have so many things we battle. Right. But we don't know how much power we got if we uplift our Black men, because they are so belittled.
They are. And
as dominant and strong as we are, if we just a little bit change how we view our Black men, and even if, I'm not saying interracial, we can get on that too, but even if you interracial dating, don't down the Black man, because they are so powerful. But if the Black woman put that pressure on them, it's over. But if we can unite and just think in a different way on how the world portrays us and how we can change the narrative, you know how dope we are already, and you know how dope, and it's like a fantasy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost, people are like, well, what should we do to make this a happy African American, American world, society, like a positive world? Is like, if we just do this and this, we'll live happy. No, it's gonna take time. People gonna die, things gonna change, there's gonna be a cycle. But while we here, let's just change how we are.
Your verbiage can change. It could be something so small could change, like, cause
impact a lot.
Yeah, cause Black men to me are extremely necessary. Like, very, very necessary. If you look at a kid whose father is present versus the father who isn't present, like, that kid with their father, whether they're with the mother or not, like, that kid usually thrives. Yeah, and the other doesn't. So they're like, dude, like,
it's
y'all
important.
Are so necessary, and we don't even get it.
And we all fuck up. We both don't fuck up.
We do.
For sure.
We
Black
do.
men don't fuck up. And
cause y'all ain't shit. Not
exactly.
We
ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I ain't shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we gonna get through that. And that's and I want to actually get y'all opinion on something, because on the last episode we actually talked about. That's why I don't even know what episode this gonna be. I ain't even finished. We gotta finish the other episode
that
out.
One up too?
But on the last episode, we basically talked about the Stephen Clark dude. Y'all heard about it? Y'all heard about the dude that got shot up?
Yeah, 20 times. Yeah.
What, in the backyard, right?
Yeah. And then it was all the shots was like in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, of course, doing a normal outrage on Facebook. And then all of a sudden, the main tweets came out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's on some old low key, some conspiracy shit. All of a sudden, you know, when people die, they dig and find everything about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially to prove certain
especially if it was some kind of
to
black,
make it make sense.
Every time a black person die, get killed by the police,
but you know
they
what?
They gonna find something.
They dig and bring up dirt to make
do
us
it every time.
seem belittled.
And this
Exactly.
time, you know, it worked against
Prove
us.
their case.
Like, it would always work against us, but we turned against ourselves on the last one because the dude's tweets basically, he ain't like black women. You know what I'm saying? He was
and black. You know what? One thing I have learned:
I ain't get
black
that deep into
Twitter
it,
is no joke.
that's why I ain't got no Twitter.
What is
man.
Black Twitter?
you know all the black
women?
the
black community,
it's kinda
like,
the black,
the black Twitter.
black people,
Black-
the black
yeah.
consensus.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
When all black people come together and they basically talk about the same topic, that's Black Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So all
That
the
doesn't
women kind of got
surprise me.
together and they was kind of like, they weren't gonna support they dude no more. Like
The one that got shot.
I don't understand
so
that.
I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy.
Is that what you
I mean?
wanted our opinion on? Is that okay?
So like and I know it's difficult because like apparently like I don't even know. I think the dude just said he just don't like black women. They was I guess they really wasn't worth something.
What they got to do with him getting killed?
The only thing
right.
he worth black is his Xbox.
It makes him missing the whole point, man.
That's what he said.
Dude got shot in the back over 10.
I was like, damn,
15 times.
a mean one.
Yeah,
I mean, still though. I mean, that's irrelevant.
That's what I said, but that's what I'm saying. I get that. I feel you, but dang.
But
what I'm saying?
for
But you can still be like, all right, we want justice for this dude. They say like
they're
not gonna say that no more.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm
because
saying?
justice for I don't know what the anger is with black women and white women when they're with a black man, but. The moment that happens, or a black woman sees it, anything rational goes out the window. Justice is not even relevant anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's he don't like black women, so.
And I think it's difficult, but it's not in a sense because it's like he got shot, but then as a black woman, you like, well, why does he hate black women? But I think. Overall, like you talk about picking your battles, which one weighs more? Yeah. Him getting shot or him hating black women? Right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, that's a way of separating us, just like, the black community and the LGBT, and all that stuff, it's, you got black, bisexual, whatever, but they may feel like blacks treat them a certain way, so they against certain blacks. It's just they try to find ways that we are so alike, but find different things that we make a little difference. They try to separate us, so I feel like in this sense, I mean, this is a man's life. Him being alive, not liking black women, it's like, okay, but his life was taken, and you now don't want justice because he don't like us. We can get to that.
Oh, I mean, I don't guess they say they don't want justice. From what I done been seeing in the comments, I had a conversation in my own comments about it. But they basically just saying like they not gonna support this particular
that's
issue.
Sad. That's unfortunate.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna say you're not gonna
not
do
support
your
finding justice or getting justice.
You're not gonna do your hashtags. You're not gonna go do your marching no more. Whatever little
that black life no longer matters.
Yeah, all that shit you was gonna do that wasn't gonna make a difference no way. Right. But you're not gonna do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Which you got the right to not do that, I guess. I don't.
But that's a really good
I don't really
question,
participate
though.
no more like that. So.
It's sad because I wonder where they come from, though.
Yeah, but where does it makes me curious of where his dislike, I'm not gonna say hate,
who knows, man,
for black women comes from, because it has to be deep rooted.
Yeah,
because your mama or somebody was.
Yeah, she raised you, so definitely has to be deep rooted. But a good question for me is
some self hate. That's really what it is. Like you don't like yourself. Like
to say you just don't flat out. Like if you.
No, I wouldn't even say that, Dad. I wouldn't even say that. I mean, it could be a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as that. I wouldn't say he don't like black women because it's You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It could be a part
black,
of it though.
how you not like a black?
Of course.
Because a black woman raised you. If she raised you,
he could have probably had a
situation.
A situation with a black woman.
Yeah, he could have had a situation.
You know what I'm saying? Not just 1, 2, 3.
Could have been some.
You know what I'm saying? Multiple
a few times.
Just like females today. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have men. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm done with. I'm done, man. I'm finna go to see what the girls, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Or
you know
don't get you a time.
See what the females
talk about. You want to try something new.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but.
Like, you got burnt out on the dog meat.
See what this like over here.
You got burnt out and had enough of
so
dog meat.
It could have been that he probably had a bad experience with a couple of black women.
Yeah, I definitely think it's deep rooted. But
where you from, too? I think I mentioned that in the other episode. Like, you might be from an area where it's like really, it's common. Like, it's just not a lot of black women.
But I get that for it to be more common for, white women and black men, but to say you don't like black women, it's still different. Like, it's still, to me, it's still deep rooted. But what I want to know, like, what my curiosity is, what y'all think is, why do y'all think that we as black women have an issue with a black man dating a white woman?
You've been listening to the Married and Shit Podcast with Drums and Netta.